What? Yes! Episode 1 of Civ 5. Bloody Immortal difficulty. We could go Deity. I might do Deity the save after this one, because it is challenging and it is fun. Immortal is just more balanced and more fun generally, I suppose. Also, yeah, just more fun as a YouTube save, I think. And it's pretty much at the peak of my skills. Pretty much. We'll see how we go. In any case, we've got fucking Ahmad fucking Al-Mansur. The reason why I've chose Morocco is because I want a KASBAH as the fucking thumbnail, to be honest. I just want a KASBAH. Look how small my... I'm not using my webcam being this small as well. I want to make it a little bigger, but then it'll be in the way. Fucking... Do you know... No, I'm not doing that meme. No. Swap. Okay, so... We've got the Berber Cavalry. Also, I'm playing with an NQMod, which means basically that the game is more balanced. It's better for multiplayer generally, but it also makes the campaign much more interesting. The mechanics are, they're all different. All of the policies are, they're all more balanced. They're just more interesting generally. The religions are different, etc., etc., etc. The list goes on. Everything's different. Also, HellBlazer's Pangea, really superb. Map, script, BOIZ. Map, script. BOIZ. Alright, there we go. Fucking start game. Wait, no, don't start game. Let's double check these here. So we've got disable aggressive city expanding modifier. You know what? Yeah, I think I'll keep that on because it's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. I could turn that off for the next save. How about that? We'll run a poll on it. A fucking straw poll. Alright, boys. Okay, map size, standard, Immortal Joe. Yes, boys. Quick. Yes. Ancient. Legendary start, strat balance, that's it. Natural wonders 11, 16 city states, that's it. Let's go. You ready, lads? You ready? You ready? I'm ready. I'm actually really excited about starting this. I've always actually, that's funny. That's funny now that I think about it. Yeah. So the first YouTube video I ever did must have been when I was, I want to say 14. I think I was 14, and why is it not responding? Do you fucking... You what? You what? I'm not even rendering anything, mate. You what? Alright, well, give us a second then, lads. I'll set this all up and I'll just fucking skip to the start screen or some shit. Fuck's sake, mate. Keep working. Don't you dare crash. God, my God. This game. And it's crashing. Please. Don't crash. Don't crash again. Don't. Yes! Okay. Awesome. Yes, boys. We've got a save started. Yes. Okay. Now, time to do some technical analysis. Of course. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So, we've got 2 quarry resources, boys. We've got silver and gems. We've got 2 gems here. I do like being near the river for obvious reasons. The river mill is always good, and obviously the hydro plant later. I suppose if I am going to move anywhere, it could be on a hill, it could be on this side of the river, but there's no real reason I can see to move. If I move over here, then there's a sheep tile, which is useful, but I wouldn't call it insanely useful, especially compared to a river. So I'm thinking maybe the grass is greener on the other side of this fucking pasture. What do you blokes reckon? Let's see. I'm thinking the most effective way to scout this would be south, because I'm not going to move east with these tiles, I don't think. If anything, I'll just move to this side of the river if there's any resources down here. So let's see how we go. Nothing over there, just fucking Mirkwood. Was that the fucking oven? Ooh! Okay, so this makes things a little spicier. This is still in range, this citrus. Not immediately, of course. I could move on top of the hill. I think that gives me +1 production as well. But the citrus, to be honest with you, is... I mean, it's a very good food resource to start off with, but I'm pretty sure with these 3 cows over here, then I'm just set as it is. I think I'm fine on food. Well, you know, you can never say there's too much food or anything like that in this game, but anyway. So, we're going to just obviously work the fucking food tiles over here, boys, but I'm going to put on production focus because, just in case you don't know, the production, for whatever reason, just rolls over with every building that you No, every turn. No, every time you get a new citizen. I got there in the end, boys. Yeah, every time you get a new citizen, you get some more production if you put the production focus because of the way it sort of rolls over in between the turn almost, it seems like, or something like that. So you just get this extra boost of production. Actual hammers in there. Alright, so we're going to obviously start off as a scout, shows Q. If you've got production, like over here, like 3.75 or something, if that was even possible in this game, and then the next turn you still have 4 production, right? Then 3 production is wasted, but if you've got the Q on, therefore that 3 production on the rollover will then go to the monument. Just in case you don't know, obviously you probably all do if you're watching fucking Civ 5 in the year of 2018. So we're gonna go pottery. We always go pottery, more or less anyway. Now, religion is, of course, a very interesting prospect and interesting question, to say the least. But I think on Immortal difficulty, Immortal Joe, by the way, this better not fucking crash. I might as well have to quick save this, hey, like after every turn or something. Very buggy, it seems, my save. We're going to scout over in Mirkwood over here, boys. Oh, yeah. That's more fitting, right? What does the KASBAH... I think it's desert tiles, just desert tiles, yeah? Where you at, KASBAH? Doesn't even fucking... Encyclopedia, mate? Where you at? Encyclopedia. I actually can't see the encyclopedia. You know what? I'll look at that later then. I'll work that all out with the KASBAHs, but I don't think they're going to be an early game feature. I don't think they even are an early game feature. It's been a long time since I played Civ 5, and moreover, Morocco, but always wanted to go to Morocco, boys. Morocco is a beautiful country from every single photo I've looked at. Oh, there's some spicy land over here, boys. That is a nice little lake, or it could even be a tiny little sea. Now, what would I rate this start? That is the other question, of course. Fucking... We've got... How many cities do we have here? I mean, we've got one on this side, potentially, right? One over here where the ruins are, potentially. One over here. We could go Liberty straight away. Alright, we got a new citizen. We're just going to keep on working food. I don't need to rush out the scout. I don't need to rush out the production. But the question is, do we want to go early culture to rush out those... Yeah, bomb rush those settlers out. I think we do. I think we need to prioritize the monument over the shrine for one thing, and get that early culture boost in. We need that culture straight away, so then we can get the free settlers and just bum rush these settlers right out. We're going Liberty, I think, judging from these lands. And yeah, now what would I rate my capital over here, boys? I would rate this... Am I even in frame? Yeah, slightly, I'll say. It's kind of weird being on this side of it as well. I mean, the map's kind of there as well. It's kind of hard to find a place with how big my webcam is, eh? I'll fucking move it around occasionally and fucking, we'll see how we go. Professionalism. We got 60 gold there, boys. 60 gold. Where shall we scout? Where shall we scout? So he's going to roll over this way. He's going to turn back around, probably do a loop around here. So I'm thinking just north-ish. I think northeast, yeah, and then sort of do a loop. Do the sort of looping sort of effect over here. I think that's a good idea. Very plain looking over there, isn't it? Literally, right? It's fucking... Oh, there we go. Plains. Oh, you can't even see because my webcam's in the way. Fuck. But it said plains. Alright. Oh, I like plantations, you know? I just think they're fucking beautiful. You know, to look at and just to have. I love plantations in this game. Oh, we're already getting that third citizen, boys. That's already coming out. Look at that. We're still going to just work the food here, I think. Yeah, just keep on getting those citizens out. The more citizens we can get, the more production we will then have. And yeah, I would love to steal a worker from a city-state. Haven't met any yet, of course. What's going on over here? Not much. All right, what should we research next? Now, obviously, it's got to be animal husbandry, right? I mean, we're not going to have a worker in 5 turns anyway, probably not, right? So maybe it's not the best option, but there's a lot of strategizing that goes into into this aspect, which I always really enjoyed. Like, for example, you could go riding and then, you know, really try and get that science boost, which you absolutely need in Immortal difficulties. Prioritizing food, also horses, you know, is really good. But even archery, you know, if we get enough gold to then buy an archer, that could be useful. Also mining. I think I am going to go for, because we're not going to go for any particular, what do you even fucking call them? World Wonders. Because the AI is so OP with building World Wonders. We're just going to chill with it, you know? We're going to chill with the Great Library. That's kind of a noob trap anyway, the Great Library. Oh, there's a city-state, boys. 30 gold. Yeah. Yeah, maybe should have researched. I can still research archery. I might go archery now that I think about it a bit more. Anyway, 3 citizens. Just making sure this is all up to scratch. I want the worker next on the queue. Absolutely, boys. Too easy. So as you can see, I'm very methodical. Very. Well, you know, professionalism. 6 turns. Too easy. All right. The question is that an inland lake or is that a sea? Ooh. More ruins. Hey, King Solomon's Mines, where you at? Ooh. He still has to grow over on that hill, and then he has to grow over there. He has to grow 2 tiles before he can get to there. So perhaps we got to go for that, yeah? Yeah, I think we do. I think we do. We might even start building. This is interesting proposition to say the least. There's another 30 gold. Too easy. Too easy. So we can definitely buy an archer when this comes through. Let's see what's up here. Ooh. We've got some more citrus. Tell you what, this save is looking really good. To get all of these cities out right at the beginning and just land grab like that, even if we suffer in the happiness department, then, you know, it's gonna be fucking brilliant, lads. It's gonna be fucking brilliant. Looking at this, I don't even know where my neighbors are at. What did we get? We got animal husbandry anyway, boys. Look at that. Too easy. Where are the horses? There's one. Easy. One up there as well. Cool. Any horses down here? Not particularly. That's okay. I don't really bother with horses too much. So, monument we're going to get soon. That's good news, of course. Yeah, this is only wheat, isn't it? Yeah, it's not cattle anymore. I think on the last NQMod that it was also cattle that's +1 food with the granary. Otherwise, I'd be very tempted to build that. But as it stands, I think workers are the most underrated part of this game. I think workers are the OP unit that everyone sort of overlooks in early game. I think if you prioritize workers early game, you end up just fucking having a beaut time, mate. You just fucking too easy. All right. We've got all of those technologies just scouted through and through. I think mining's a good shout. Mining's always a good shout. Masonry is also a really good shout considering we've got these tiles to work with. We're gonna have all of these tiles to improve before those ones anyway, I think so. No particular rush with any of that. And again, we're not rushing World Wonders, so it's all about prioritizing utility here rather. And I'm going to go mining, and then probably that unlocks masonry there on after, so I think that's a good shout. And we also got our 4th citizen, of course, boys. And as you can see, with the production focus, it goes straight over there. But look, it already took a whole turn off of, maybe even 2 turns off of the worker, that production focus. So there you go. With the roll over production. I think this is good. I think these tiles are good. I'm happy with this. Yeah, that's fine. No worries. Next turn it is, boys. Oh, this is going to get complicated late game, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, you can see my armpit hair and everything. Okay, may adopt policy. We've got our first policy. We're going to go liberty. Just give me a sec, though. All right. That looks like it's just the end of the land over there. This is obviously like an open... actually, the shoreline kind of follows this as well, yeah? Yeah, that looks like a shoreline. Yeah, you can see the waves through the clouds there. So, therefore, I need to kind of move my fucking... Try it over there. How about that? I'll move it over there. So, it's kind of... It's just so big. That's the thing, hey? It's so big. All right. It's not the first time someone said that to me before, so. Because that is the shoreline, I'm going to prioritize scouting over here, I think. And try my best to avoid the bob camp, maybe. And we're definitely going to need to buy that archer now. Get that archer up. To protect our crops, boys. Need that cropped protector. You know, that's what archers are for. They get out the bow and arrow and they protect crops. More or less. I suppose I would accurately sum them up. So, yeah, I just... adopting... So, we just got 1 culture per city. We can also... unlock the pyramids. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have the pyramids. But on a mortal difficulty, I just find it hard to... I just don't think prioritizing world wonders are actually as useful as they might seem. I think it's like a greed trap, especially with these harder difficulties. So let's just go across the river. And the archer is very tempting to scout out here a little bit. I'm going to do that because I'm not rushing the settler just yet. We're going to rush out settlers right after this as well, aren't we? So it's hard to prioritize the granary while I'm at it. Hunting lodge is deer and bison. That's okay. No rush on the deer and bison. Because we don't fucking have any. Next turn a row. Easy. Pantheon founded. What'd you get over there, mate? Culture from pastures. Oh, you cocknugget. Well, we were never going to get that one. I would have loved that one. That would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, we're going to take out these little cheeky archers over here. Very interesting map. You have to say, I like the look of it. I like how this is all landlocked, basically, kind of like a mountain range here, more or less, you know. Really good to see. All right. Good for defense, I mean, moreover, if we have Zulu as a neighbor down there. But yeah, I don't think we've met another Civ. We haven't. Fascinating. It's not a big map, I don't think. There we go. Assyria. Oh, they've got gems. Okay, no worries. They're pretty aggro at the start, so I hope they don't try to bum rush me or anything like that. Next turn, boys. Next turn. Yeah, first time actually fucking recording a game like in this style. Obviously, I do Football Manager, but that's more laid back. You know, you just sort of commentate a game of football more or less, rather. Tell you what, they're giving these blokes some ham. I'm just gonna chuck my scout down there. No use getting involved. They're just gonna kill those blokes anyway. So it's good to see that there's nothing out here. So I was thinking there's maybe going to be a bit more land out here, so I was more excited for the Liberty thingaroo, but there's still more than enough, I think, especially along here. Not to mention we will probably take out Budapest. It's got a unique luxury down there in the cotton. Where's the iron at? Ooh, got iron. So very tempting to work production at this stage. What would it do here? No rollover production. For the next turn, though, there'll be a massive amount of rollover production, so I might just micromanage that a tiny bit as well. Now, we're not going to build libraries just yet. We're going to really prioritize settlers. That's the thing. The wheel. Wow! The wheel! Alright, I'm going to chuck my webcam back down here. I'm just going to keep it. It's a fucking salsa dance over here. You know, just hanging. Yeah, alright. I'm thinking I don't have to explain my thought process on this too much. I'm going masonry. I think that's fairly self-explanatory. So, next turn, boys. I need some water. Jeez. Who knew that talking can make your fucking throat dry? I didn't know that. Don't really talk to people, you see. Hey, El Dorado. Now, if we settle a city on this side of the lake, that would be plenty in distance. And what? That gives us 4 gold, 4 culture. It is decent early game. It's not really that great. It looks like... Oh, there's his city. Okay. So that's probably his capital. Yeah, that'll be his capital. So he's over there. So we've got this nice little bridge here to stop an all-out war. Huh. I'm glad I didn't start out with a a desert bias, to be honest with you. That's always the one risk with going Morocco, is because, yeah, we're going to do the pastures first, I think. Because you can get flat desert biome, like this kind of shit, and it's just so bad unless you get Petra, of course, but when you... On Immortal, it's so difficult to get Petra. Like, occasionally. Very occasionally. Pretty much all the time, right? Alright, we're going to bring these blokes back on just to... Ooh, that's one thing I didn't micromanage perfectly. I'll say that much. We're going to start bringing in the settler in one turn, because that will halve the production cost the next turn on that policy. This is a lot of turns for one warrior, mind you. Definitely want to prioritize the granary over the warrior and have the settler next in queue. Just chuck another settler on. We're going to bomb rush these settlers, boys. Actually, we're getting one next turn as well, aren't we? A lot of stuff happening, as you can see. Very involved this game. Always enjoyed Civ 5 because there's so many decisions to make. You can just never stop with the decision making, boys. We will work the Iron Hill for the production. We do need production early game. It's not all about groove, especially considering we're going to be getting those settlers out, so we're not going to be growing much. I might even build a tile improvement on that Iron Hill whilst we're getting out those settlers. We'll have to see, though. Got a scout over here, Assyrian. Very tempting to take him out. I mean, to be fair, there could be the Great Barrier Reef down here as well, but it's hard to tell, you know. And I just realized the oven is off. And I've got food in it, and it's half cooked. Oh, that's right. No, we've got to get another social policy. It's been a while, so we've got to get one more. And then we'll get those settlers, no worries. Too easy. See, there's a lot of flat desert down there, as you can see. It's not good news. And yeah, got some more pastures. Put them out to pasture. I love saying pasture in a ridiculous, like, country bumpkin Australian accent. Pasture. Oh, he's already got a lot of warriors out. Warriors! Zulu warriors, boys. That's fascinating. Now, the question is, will he contest our spots down here? He probably will. But then, well, actually, Zurich didn't actually grow. That's okay. This is all interesting. I'm trying to think which settler goes where. Like, which is the first incision we make here? Because Zurich is uncontested. This whole land is more uncontested, whereas this is much more important for early game war and also late game. So I think this is the priority down here in terms of settling maybe around here. I'm thinking also maybe on this desert bit here, just locking this bit up along here. And yeah, I think that would work. I think I need to prioritize that, but it's so easy to get greedy with King Solomon's Mines. That is such a good starting location for a city as well. And for that reason, I'm finding it difficult to know whether I should bring my archer back here and have him go down south or go up north here. Very difficult to tell. I think I will go and make a compromise both ways. Boys! Ooh, Montezuma, mate. Reminds me of that Fleet Foxes song, but anyway. Okay. What do we got over here? Marrakesh. Wow, they've got settlers coming out for days, boys. They're coming out already. Yeah, we need to prioritize this. Okay, so we've got, what, 10 turns? No, 3. Like, 8 turns or some shit. Actually, it would probably tell me, right? 8 turns, yes. Okay. Ooh, we can get a free worker. I'm always going to take free workers. No worries about that, mate. Oh, that's right. With this map, you can't... With this fucking mod, you can't fucking piece them straight away because it's kind of unbalanced. And well, it's not unbalanced because everyone can do it, but I suppose if you're surrounded by city-states, that could be a bit unbalanced in multiplayer, but that's all good. No worries. So he'll take a hit from Brussels, but no worries. We're not going to make friends with Brussels anytime soon or nothing like that. Masonry, boys. Okay, so... he's moving his bloody settler over here. I just wonder where he's going to settle. Is he going to settle closer to me? Who's this? Oh, Catherine. You always had my heart when I was a horny 14-year-old little boy. Bloody. Good to see you again, Kathy. How you going, Kathy, mate? Not too bad, mate. That's good to hear. Hey, they've got a worker as well. That'd be decently cheeky. Now, this is, of course, very risky to do this, but Zurich has got my back here. He's got my back. Ooh. Okay. Got a barbarian down here. We're obviously going to cover for that. And make sure he starts working that Iron Hill. Now, because we are doing settlers now, we're trying to rush out these settlers. We really need to. I know it's not the most efficient build path, but I think prioritizing settlers here is really important, especially for Liberty. Liberty, boys, Liberty. So, we're going to chuck these food tiles in for production tiles. We don't have enough gold to buy, say, a silver tile over here, but that's okay. Probably wouldn't anyway. In fact, I should work this to production tile. So that's down to 5 turns. Okay, no worries. It's still 1 turn off that we just chopped off. The top right there. Too easy. Calendar. Now this is where it starts to get complicated with our build path here. What should we prioritize? We're not going to build like libraries anytime soon. We don't have any sea-based things. Calendar will be useful, but not quite yet. Trapping's quite useful. We just got masonry, of course. Composite bowman. We do need the wool for composites. Will we be early get? No, even then I think I still need to try and get a composite here or two. Composites are really good early game, of course, for these barbarians, and barbarians can be an ongoing fucking, you know, I mean, speak of the devil. All right, he's going to prioritize hitting. So he's going to go over on top of this tile. We're obviously going to move him over here or this way. I think, so if we shoot him there, if we got this bloke here. Yeah, this bloke will die in 1 turn if we do this, right? So it's probably better to just do that before he has the chance to attack into me and then reduce the health that way. So no worries. We'll just, did that go inside my fucking, territory? Look at that. Perfect, mate. Perfect. Now, this bloke is very intent on settling over here where he hasn't even really scouted, to be honest. I really want to get this out before him, but it's going to be, I just don't know where he's going to settle. That's the question. This is going to be very fascinating between me and Mr. Assyria. Let me tell you, boys. Let me tell you. Oh, I'm so tempted to just, nah, I got to get this bloke over. Every turn matters in Immortal. I've got to make the most efficient decision-making possible decisions, boys. Yeah. It's a pity my webcam is so fucked, eh? Fucking, it's so much better on this side up here, hey. But then it's, yeah. Fucking, you'll deal with it, boys. Look, I'm chucking it over there. Look, you're fucking keeping you engaged, boys. No. Now, we could settle war. I was about to say, we could declare war on the big titty bitch, but fucking, we're all good, boys. Because we've got city-states over here. And we've got more workers. Now, Brussels. Oh, okay, so you're peace blocked for how long, though? 60. Oh, okay, we've got to wait 10 turns. That, I think, is fair enough, more or less. I'm glad I can do this in early game before they have enough units to fuck with me too much, which is good. So, just got to consolidate. It's hard to have enough archers. I could... See, here's the thing. If I was more aggro here, I could have gone for the tribute strategy, but I just think Liberty strategy here is just so much more efficient in so many ways. Oh, okay. Good. Okay, he settled there. Now, obviously, that means if we settle here, he's going to declare war on us early game, so that's going to be really interesting for you blokes to see. But so this makes things really interesting. We have to see what's on this side of the land over here. But if I settled there, even though technically that is the best, the most efficient thing, it is very susceptible to invasion. With all of these flat tiles, there's way too many flat tiles here if I settle there. If I settle here, on the other hand, it's not as efficient, but there's less tiles. It's at least slightly better. He can still shoot across this lake here a bit, which I didn't quite think about either. Sorry, I'm probably muffling me fucking microphone talking like that, but as you can see, this is very involved decision making. Obviously, I do want another bloody city down here, a couple cities down here. So if I settle there, 1, 2, 3, then I could settle on top of the cocoa, but probably there would be more efficient. Settle over here. So 3 cities down here, 1 up here, over here, and obviously 1 in some shit location up here as well. And try to get Zurich, probably try to get even Budapest at some stage. We'll just have to see how the scouting goes up here. Let's just go. Okay. Hey, we got culture. That actually helps a fuck ton. That's actually brilliant, boys. That's actually really good. Ooh, he's got a worker as well. Yeah, worker. I'm a bloody American. Yeah, we should really just take this worker, yeah. Yeah. He's gonna kill the scout. That's the only thing. And scouts are so useful for science. I think I shouldn't be greedy here. I think this bloke can pick up plenty. Oh, it's... Again, workers are just the best currency you can get. I'll make the decision next turn. How about that? 28 minutes gone. Hey, okay. I'll make that the first episode because, yeah, this would take me 20 years to upload and all that kind of crap. So, bloody, I can't wait to get new internet. But as you can see, I'm totally into this game. I am so glad I'm starting a fucking YouTube save because I know I'm going to fucking enjoy this a lot. An absolute fuck ton. So I can't wait to keep on playing. Please join me in the second episode if you fucking feel like it, boys. If you just want to fucking chill with me and fucking whatever, boys, just no worries. And yeah. And if you're new to the game as well, you know, fucking, you should definitely play it. It's a lot of fun. This, yeah, such a fun game. All right, I'll just catch you later then. Too easy. See you later. See you around. Yeah.